So you guys, I'm really happy with you. Most of you have been doing everything on time. The assignments have been great. I have been checking the assignments that you have been submitting into Moodle. Excellent job. I'm so proud of all of you. So we already finished learning about the digestive system, and today we are going to start with the respiratory system. Welcome, Ethan. Okay, so you guys, as you may know, breathing is really important. I haven't met one single person that can live without breathing. Do you know anybody that can live without the respiratory system? You do have any? Who? Ah, okay. So breathing is important. We need air for everything, for walking, for running, for talking, for joking, for not paying attention in class. We need air, okay? For everything. So let's see something about the respiratory system. I'm going to show you something now. Okay, so this is on Moodle, okay? You guys remember, if you have any questions, you can write them on the chat, or you can raise your hands and I can answer, okay? So, remember, microphones off, please. Thank you so much. Okay, so the respiratory system, as you can see in the picture, includes, obviously, the lungs, which are the most important part of the respiratory system. So, as I was saying before, air is important for every living thing, including plants. Plants also need air, okay? And of course, humans, we need air to do everything, okay? So I want all of you to do this at home. How do your ribs move when you breathe? So do you know where your ribs are? Who remember the ribs? Anael, do you remember that? Tell me, sweetie.
Tell you what? Tell you what, teacher?
Where are the ribs? Show me.
Here.
Excellent. Caridad, do you want to show me? Excellent, you guys. So when we breathe, if you touch your ribs, you're going to notice that when you take air, your chest like expands, it grows. And when you release the air, it goes down again, okay? So, this is really important. Why? Because when we take air, lungs expand, they grow, they need space to expand. So if we are not able to expand the chest, then the lungs are not able to take all of that air that we are giving them, okay? We are going to see later how the body allows the lungs to expand. But I just want you to feel it, to see it for yourself. So what is the respiratory system? The respiratory system is a biological system that allows us to breathe, obviously. So we take oxygen from the environment and we transform that oxygen into carbon dioxide or CO2, as you can see here. And we have several parts. into the respiratory system, which are the nasal cavities, the mouth, which is also a part of the digestive system, like you might be able to remember. We have the trachea, which is a lung tube, bronchi, and lungs. We also have the diaphragm. The diaphragm is a muscle. We have it like here on this part of the body. It's like a rubber band because it allows our body to expand and retract, okay? So this is a really important part because, for example, if we fell and we hurt this area here, we are not going to be able to expand the diaphragm, and the lungs are not going to be able to get all the air they need, okay? So we have to be careful when we play, when we uh, ride the bikes. I also placed this video here to explain how does the lungs work. So you should probably take a look of this. It's a really fun video, okay? So trachea, bronchi, and diaphragm. I mentioned the trachea, which is a tube that filters the air we breathe and branches into the bronchi. The bronchi are two tubes that branch off of the trachea and carry air into the lungs. As you can see here, we have the trachea, and at the end of the trachea, it divides itself into two tubes, which are the bronchi. And approximately here, we have the diaphragm, which is the muscle that I was talking before, that contracts and relaxes. You know, like a rubber band, you pull and you put it back. You pull and you put it back. So that is going to give the lungs, which are this one, enough space for them to expand. Okay? So the lungs are the main organs of the respiratory system. And it's where the transformation of the oxygen into carbon dioxide is gonna happen, okay? We have two lungs. Probably all of you know this, but we have one lung that is going to be smaller than the other one. The left lung is gonna be smaller because it contains a small place that is designed to accommodate the heart, which is called the cardiac notch. It's like a bed for the heart, okay? So this is why the left lung is gonna be smaller than the right lung, okay? Do we have any questions so far? Everything is clear? Yes, we are still missing a few people, but hopefully they will integrate soon. Okay, so like I was saying, the respiratory system takes the air to obtain oxygen. But how do we get that oxygen into the body? Easy. The circulatory system, which is the blood, and the respiratory system are connected. The lungs have these really small parts that looks like grapes that are called alveoli. They are at the bottom of the lungs. And the alveoli are going to have some teeny tiny blood vessels. Those blood vessels are going to take the oxygen from the alveoli in the lungs, and they're going to take all of that oxygen into the entire body. Okay? And the part of the blood that is going to take the oxygen, like a little car, takes the oxygen and right along with the oxygen into the body. That car in the blood is called hemoglobin. So hemoglobin is the one that is going to transport oxygen into the blood through the entire body. Now, I'm going to ask a question. What do you think is going to happen if we have low levels of hemoglobin? Think. What do you think is going to happen if we have low levels of hemoglobin? Caridad?
You will die.
Yeah, but why, Caridad?
Like it will be difficult to breathe.
Yeah, because hemoglobin is going to give you oxygen. So if we don't have enough hemoglobin, we won't have enough oxygen, okay? And do you know what happens to cells when they don't have oxygen? Who knows?
They die? They die.
Yes, they die. For example, when we take one finger and we press the finger, if we continue to keep pressing that finger, we are stopping the blood from getting to the top of my finger, right? So eventually my finger is gonna have a change of color. It's gonna get really red and then purple and then blue. That bluish color is called cyanosis. And that means the tip of my finger is not getting oxygen, okay? So that means that hemoglobin is not getting into the tip of my finger. And if I continue to make pressure here and don't let the hemoglobin get into the tip of my finger, eventually that tip of my finger, those cells that we find here, they're gonna die because they need oxygen, okay? So, are we clear so far? Do we have any questions? Excellent, I know you're really smart. Okay, so we are also gonna be learning about some facts about respiratory processes like hiccups and sneezing. Have you ever wondered why do we sneeze? Who knows? Why do we sneeze? Yes, Hanael?
What do we need? What?
What do we sneeze? Achoo! Why? Why do we do that?
Oh, to take germs.
To take what?
Germs. No.
Germs? Germs where?
In your lungs.
Kind of right. Yeah, we do sneeze to get rid of particles that are annoying our body, okay? We have this little, yes, Caridad?
Like when we are allergic to something.
Exactly, like allergies. Our body knows that that little thing that is floating on the air is gonna cause some trouble inside our nose. So we sneeze, achoo. That way, the body say, you know what, you are annoying me, so please go away. This is the uh, defense mechanism from the body to get all of those things away. Also, we have hiccups. Who likes having hiccups? Who doesn't like?
I hate it.
Do you hate it?
Who can
Why?
like? Who can like?
so
I have
much.
hiccup right
I
now.
hate it.
You have hiccup right
I
now.
hate it too.
But it's so much fun. You're
Yes,
going
actually.
My mom's.
I don't
My
enjoy
mom
hiccups.
always.
I don't enjoy. Like, who can enjoy them?
I know, it's really, really
It's not
annoying.
fun at all.
No, it's
It's
not fun
not
at
fun
all.
at all.
So having hiccups is
Oh my
really,
god.
really, really annoying. Nobody likes that. And it's
Every time
related,
you every
yeah.
time you do that and you're working, you can that doesn't stop.
Teacher, but you said that you like it.
I was kidding. I was kidding. I don't.
Ah.
Okay.
Mm,
So nobody really likes having hiccups.
hiccups.
And the hiccup is related to the respiratory system because it's caused by the diaphragm. Okay? So sometimes you are breathing in the wrong way and the diaphragm starts like moving suddenly and that causes hiccups. Okay? So this is why sometimes when you get scared or you drink a lot of water, the hiccup stops because your breathing is normal again. Okay? So remember this next time you have the hiccups. Okay? Okay, you guys. So next thing that I want to show you is this. Are you able to see this picture? Okay, so on this picture, I placed 3 types of breathing because we can breathe in different ways. We have,
Yoga.
yes, we have different types of breathing while doing yoga, for example. When you are doing exercise, you're not breathing the same way you are breathing right now, okay? It's different. So I want you to tell me in our next class, how do you feel while doing these different types of breathing, okay? It's not mandatory, it's optional. If you want to do it, you can do it
We
at
cannot do it now because I
home.
already
Mommy,
know.
is the time, sweetie. We don't have enough time, and I have a few other things that I want to share with you. But I
Ella,
put the picture here and the explanation for everyone, for every type of breathing. So you can try this at home with your mom and dad.
and when we have the next class,
Next class is Friday, okay? But I'm gonna send the mail and I'm gonna send the invitation to you, so don't worry, okay? Okay, so you guys, this was the introduction for the respiratory system. After you finish reading the presentation, you have to go to the Moodle, okay? So on Moodle, we have several things. We have the presentation, which is the one that we were looking at right now. After that, I gave you some notes with important information. I need you to read these notes, okay? This is a Word document. After that, we have some extra learning tips. This is for you to understand better the respiratory system. And with all of this important information, you are going to complete the practice. Practice 1, respiratory system, okay? It's a PDF. So you can do it in the PDF using the edit option. You can
I print
also,
it. I print it.
you can print it and do it by hand and take a picture. You can convert the PDF into a Word document. Any way you want it, you can do it, okay? The important thing is that you do it, okay? So also, you guys, I want to share with you this part of the Moodle. I have some
We are the
tutorials
world.
for you. I
We are the
record this.
children.
Teacher, do you know that we last class in our class of yesterday we were thinking if we're gonna have our graduation here in our house.
When?
Yes, o sea, Zoom.
Y que vamos a pasar aquí séptimo con todo eso Roblox.
Guys, don't worry, everything is going to be okay. I think we're gonna find a solution really quick. Okay. So in the meantime, let's enjoy the process of virtual learning. Okay. So you guys look, I played a
Teacher,
video.
I never thought that I was gonna say that I miss go to school.
Me too. Me
You
too.
see? Remember one
Me
time that I
Like
said,
we have like
I
a
don't.
wonderful time in school, we never see it. But now that we're in our houses, I am desperate to go to school.
I know. Remember one time that I was saying that you must enjoy everything because everything is good and everything is important, even going to school.
It's like I'm in school because of my friends and like teachers
Exactly.
and that stuff. And I don't know if I'm gonna. Yo no sé si yo voy a salir viva de mi casa.
Me
Of
neither.
course you are.
I'm okay
of
here.
course.
I can leave.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
I'm
I
not
can live
okay
here.
here.
For them.
Like I live here forever, but I don't want to live my whole school year.
You know, we all want to go outside.
Teacher want to
I'm
see.
I'm here
okay.
in my four walls.
I will never go again
I
to
want to go
school.
out.
No.
Like I was gonna pass my Semana Santa in like a huddle or something like that, but now I'm here.
Well, your house hotel.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you guys. Let me say this really quick because we are running out of time. I placed this video tutorial. If you don't remember something, if you missed something from the class, if you weren't able to come to the class, you have this. I explained everything from the presentation, from the practice. I explained everything we're going to be doing in the tutorial. So please watch it, okay? For you to have a little bit more help, okay? And I'm gonna be placing every week a video here to complete the
Teacher
class.
Caridad loves to stay at home. Caridad loves to stay at home.
I don't like. My brother
Yes, you
bothers
do.
me.
Yes, you do. You love to.
Okay,